Hi everyone, I have been sitting here for a little while just doing all the leaves and flowers. Well done if you have done the same thing and completed your leaves and flowers as well. It takes a little while but it's quite fun, and keeping them all the same does make it faster. Now what I'm going to do now is this circular part. Now I said in the last video I hadn't decided whether to do it as a gold or stone, and I've been looking at these little cracks and things in the side and I'm thinking it pretty much looks to me like it's definitely stone. So I'm going to do it in greys, and I've got a cool grey deep to start with, and I'm going to do the bits that I think would be darker. Now I think this part here will be slightly darker because it's behind this bit, so I'm going to start by doing this bit, and I might do it a little bit darker near to where they're overlapping. So I think there'd be a little bit of shadow there. I'm not going to worry about doing shadow where all the leaves and plants are as well, or else it's going to be too complicated to keep it simple. So just put a little bit here and then just take it out. Now this paper is a little bit textured, and actually to get this look of stone it's pretty good. I think it works quite well, so that's good. And I'll draw just a leaf I've missed. I'm going to do that now, or else I'm going to forget. There we go. You may find the same thing if you have been colouring too. I thought there'd be one or two I missed. I didn't expect it to be there. That's sort of in that place, but anyway, let's carry on. I'm already feeling a bit tired. I find that making videos, I sort of run out of things to say a little bit, I get a bit tired. But I think it's the time of day, it's nothing to do with making videos. And I usually make them in the morning when I've got lots of energy. But anyway, we will persevere on, because I want to get this picture done now. I started. Oh, I did want to explain to you about the membership perks. YouTube encourages creators to offer memberships to people who want to pay, but obviously they want something for the money that they're paying. So what I have decided to offer members is early access to some videos, and I thought very hard about how to do this. I didn't want members to get more than non-members. I didn't think that was fair, but they obviously needed something, so they did get early access to videos. Then all the members will get them eventually, but it just means that you can have them earlier. So what I do is every time I make a compilation video, a video series like this where there are different parts, I make a compilation video. Now I'm afraid I don't do anything too fancy, so basically it's just I just stitch the parts together. So you'll get a hi, welcome to part 1, blah blah blah, and then you'll get a bye, see you tomorrow, blah, and then you'll get welcome to part 2. So I don't even edit those bits out, so it might be a little bit confusing. But you can tell by the length of the video and how much time there is left, it's not actually going to end when I say bye until you get to the very last one. And so for this particular video I would have done exactly that, make a compilation video, and the day the first video goes out, the compilation video goes out to members, and so they can get a look at it early, and hopefully that gives members a little bit something extra. But not all the members watched them. I can look at the stats and see how many people have watched, but it's there for members if they want it. And so if any of you are impatient and you want early, then that's a way to get it. But you get it usually the next day is the next part, unless it's the next day is a Monday, so it isn't too long to wait. Okay, now I'm looking at this bit, and I thought to start with that it was engraved, that it was embossed, but I think it's engraved because it's shaded. So I'm actually going to colour that in with this grey, all of the patterning to try and make it look like it's is engraved, so it's more shaded or shadowed. If it isn't quite dark enough, I can put some black on it as well, but I really wanted to be grey because that's our stone colour. But this top bit is going to be a slightly lighter shade, so hopefully this will stand out even though it's still grey. Oh, so just working my way through. There we go. And then I'm going to grab my cool grey. I don't know how I can see that, and do this top circle. I'm going to really keep it very light, so I'm holding the pencil, you can see, quite far down, and I'm colouring on the edge, and you can see as I colour over the top of that darker grey, you can see the difference. It's quite a fun and relaxing activity. You can hear the slight scratch on the paper, which I think is rather nice. And just keep moving your hand around so it's at the right angle as you go. Now there are some areas marked here to be darker. I'm going to ignore those at present. I will be coming back to do some put some darker areas on in a minute. I just want to get a layer of the lighter grey down first. I can't remember, this is called the gloaming. I can't remember what gloaming means. I know that pretty sure that my dad used to have a song called the Gloaming. I was thinking about this when I was colouring the leaves, that he used to play the electric organ, still does. He's got a keyboard now, it's a bit more up to date. I think I'm going to do a bit darker on the outside of that line, just a bit. I don't want to go as dark as the other grey. I'm sure he had a song, maybe called The Gloaming or something. I don't remember now. He might, but he's not here to ask. Not today. I might speak to him tomorrow, but I'll probably have forgotten by then. But he doesn't live that far away from me, which is nice. But I think those bits need a bit of extra as well. And then we've got here where there's a bit of shadow, so I'm just going to go over it just a tad, not too much, just little bits here and there. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now we have these bits here. I could do them the same green, but I'm not going to. Just seeing what I've got. Have I got a leaf green? Because we use leaf green middle. Don't think we have. I think no. I think we've got a leaf green middle and a leaf green light. I think I'll go for the same colour actually, or else it might look a little odd. I'll go for the leaf green middle, and if it's too pale, which I think it will be, I'm going to get some of the brown and go over it a little bit, so that it makes it a little bit darker. It keeps all the same correct tones in it that we've got already. So both of these. Sorry, I'm not coming in very close because I want you to be able to see all of it. Okay, and we use the little Van Dyke brown. Oops. There it is. And I'm just going to add a bit on top, a light layer, and then put it darker in the areas where we've got shadow marked. Just turn it down a bit. I think it looks rather nice. You may not agree, it's completely up to you what you do with your picture. There we go. Okay, now how are we doing for time? Oh, we've got ages. Should we do some of the critters? I think maybe we'll do all the creatures, and then maybe we'll do the background. We'll see how the time goes actually. Let's go in. Let's work from the bottom, I think. I've just noticed that I've missed a flower. There, look, so I'm going to do that first. Bear with me while I zoom right in. Right, that was the purple. So I'm just going to do that quickly. I think I probably thought it was a star. Sorry, but I don't want to leave them hanging around or else I'll forget. Oh, I need to put that there. No. Sorry. Right, let's start with our deer. Now, I often think antlers are quite grey-brown, so we're going to start with our Davy's grey. I don't have to hold it so close now, do I? And do these in the Davy's grey. Now, ideally, I would make them a little bit darker around the edge, but there's nothing to work out really. So I'm just going to do that, as simple as that. Now I want quite a light brown for my deer, but whoops, I don't really have one. I'm going to go for, what's that? Yeah, I'm going to use the Terracotta light, which is brownish yellow to start with. He'll be too light with this one, but then we can use another one on top. Oh, I've gone over his eye, never mind. To get the colour we want, because this is a little bit yellowy, isn't he? But I didn't want him to be really dark, so now we've done that, I can use the Van Dyke brown to go over him. I'm going to go quite lightly to start with, because I think that'll be enough. I don't want a great deal of dark colour. There we go. And it's a bit stripy, but he is furry, so I'm okay with that look. There he is. What's this? What do you think it is? I have no idea what that is, so I don't know what colour to do it, so I'm just going to grab a random colour. Oops. I'm going to use sepia. I said random, I mean it's brown, it's not completely random. I just coloured you in sepia because I don't know what you are. I'll put you a little bit darker at the bottom there. There you go. I don't know what you are. Now Mr. Fox. Now the fox I'm going to do similar to the deer and start with Terracotta light. There we go. Now foxes tend to be quite complex in their colours, with different colour socks and paws to the rest of their body, but I haven't got a photo of one with me, so I'm not sure quite exactly how it looks, so I'm just going to use my sepia now to darken up some areas. You know that it might be a branch, because is that the tail? I think it is. I'll use the Van Dyke brown to cover it over. Oops. Okay, so now we're with the sepia. He should be a bit more orangey really. I thought this sepia would be a bit orangier. We'll find some of the right colour in a minute. Yeah, we'll use this cinnamon, it's quite orangey. That's a bit scratchy, isn't it? Turn you round. There's a dog barking outside. Now the bunny. I think he looks quite cute in white, but I don't want to leave white. So I'm probably just going to do a really light touch of grey. So, oops, I'm going to find the correct grey. I'm going to use the cool grey. Just really light. funny? Now we have the mushrooms. Yeah. So I know what I'm sort of planning for my background, so I have to make sure that works with them. I'm going to use this Cobalt Turquoise. It's quite a bright colour. Look at them standing out. They're really going to stand out. That's fun. Oh, we got a butterfly. I'm thinking orange. Oh. Sorry, just having to reorganise. Orange lake. Now, orange might seem like a strange choice, but the monarch or milkweed is a lovely orange butterfly, which is what I was thinking. But they normally have a bit of black, but I'm not going to do any black. Now we have several birds. Now birds are tricky. You know, birds are usually sort of greys, whites, browns. What should we do? We could do them a fantastical colour, something that isn't so realistic, but we haven't done that with anything else. So I'm thinking I might have to go with the brown. I think I'm going to go with the Davy's grey actually for this one. You are a cutie, aren't you? I think it's a very cute bird. Bit of a darker beak. Might do the same for all the birds. Sort of tie them together, make them all the same colour. We have a bird here. Just going to do a layer of this and then think about whether it needs any darker or lighter areas. I think we'll just look at the markings. Follow those really. There we go. I've got one across here which looks almost the same. There we go. I've got quite a big amount of background on here with the stars and the celestial shapes and things, but I said I was a bit nervous about the background, but I've come up with a plan of something really easy. Yay! Right, I'm just going to check and see how we're doing for time. I might leave that there and then do the background in another episode, just because I've got to reorganise my desk, and so it might be easier to have a bit of a break off camera to do that. But there is where we're at so far. You could of course just leave it there or just colour some of these in and the stars, but I'm going to do a really easy background, so hopefully you might join me. You may not, but we'll see. I'll show you next time and then you can decide. But for now, thank you very much for watching and happy colouring.